Hi, my name is Simon, and today I want to show you guys how to use Photoshop for creating a web page. So first thing, when we open Photoshop, you'll click File, New, and you have different options for presets. Usually it's on US paper, but you'll select Web. And that gives us different resolution sizes for our web page. I usually go with 1024 by 768, and we'll click that. Resolution by 72 pixels per inch, which is really good. And let's name it web. Also worth noting is I created this page with transparent background. Right now I'll open up a web page that I already have created. So I have opened up my file that I created before. This is for one of my customers. As you can see, the simple things of we have different buttons, we have our main content and so forth. One of the reasons I created this one transparent is that on the sides, if I double click on the background, you see I have a drop shadow, and once I export this, I'll have a drop shadow on the sides and on the bottom of this main content. So you probably saw some of the websites where they have uh, main content and then they have a little drop shadow and the page just extends to the end of your screen. So it's a good way of having the website being on a center in the middle of your screen and everything else is just blank and concentrated on your content. So this is a simple design, and you can choose whatever design or you can create whatever design you want. Just real quick, I have 4 buttons, so I'll keep that in mind, and everything else will go in a way from there. So I need this box on top of my menu bar over here to be separate. Well, because I want a flash video in there. So to do this, Photoshop has tools. They're slice tools. Uh, so if we select this, we can then select different things that we want as different slices. So in a way we're slicing it up. Why is it good? Because I need to slice up my buttons so that I would have each button separately. So for example, services is selected right now, and when I'll click on about, I want it to be different. So I want images to be swapping, and I want images to uh, be different once they're selected. So we'll do the same thing for each button. We'll select each button. There we go. And we're basically done. What we need to do right now is we'll click File, Save for Web. One thing is, if you want your transparency to appear, you want to select PNG. And I have exported before, so it just saved my presets as PNG. So if you want to just move around, you'll select your hand tool, and then if you want to select slices, you can do so with this slice tool. And also, once for example we have our home button, we select it and we double click, we can name it differently. We can even already give it the URL where it will link, and if you're using Dreamweaver, you'll know that you can open a link in different blank or self or parent and so on. Basically it's new tab, new window, or just open in the same window. We can add alternative text, which is our alternate text, which will appear once you hover around the image. For me, I don't really need this because I'll do a lot of it in Dreamweaver. So I'll close this. So I need to save this and we'll be done. So I'll save it in folder website. It will export HTML and images. Usually I'll go with images only, but for now I'll click HTML and images so we could see it. So in the folder where it exported to, we have the web HTML file and images. These are all the slices. As you can see, all the buttons are separate and everything else that was left out from that is here. This is our header. This is where I'll have my flash slide, and all of these buttons are separate, which is really good. And later on, all you need to do is just export different buttons for your menu. And if we click on the web and just open it with, let's go with Internet Explorer, you can see that this is how it exports, and there's a little shadow. And because it's transparent, that's how it will be. And later on, you can in Dreamweaver, you'll fix everything, you'll put it in center and so on, and you'll have the final product. Let me just show you what I had for my final product. So for my final product, as you can see, I have a background, there's a little shadow going on, and all my buttons work and so on. Okay, that's basically my tutorial for how to export for web using Photoshop. Thank you.